Morning. Right. I thought, because it was quite cheerful sounding, that we'd got away from all the doom and gloom of yesterday. Um, I am 16 going on 17. Then I remembered it's from Sound of Music, which was about the war, but it was about the underground saving people and nuns and religion. So, and a rose was mentioned, and obviously Maria. So, those names could be important, but for somebody out there is a spirit who passed before they were 17, because they're saying, I am 16. So if you lost someone at the age of 16, almost 17, perhaps quite close to the birthday, then this may be very important. Here we go. We've got Virgo again, healing. We've got Neptune, and the 8th house of Scorpio, transformations. So, Pisces is in Neptune, which we've got. It's also your true node, so your North Node, your true life purpose. And the 8th house is Scorpio, so what's in the 8th house at the minute? Libra, justice. So, if someone passed at the hands of another, the court case may be going on about it, or justice was served. So we'll see. But this is about sacrifices, because we've got Odin Wednesday. We also got to think about the 16th and 17th of this month. This is the Hanged Man, so suicides possibly. The liver, the feet, the toes. And number 12, so it's the 12th of January 2026. Took me ages to say 2026. I think I'll be the same 2025 anyway. So 2026. So religion, the nuns, and the military. We've had the priest a lot, haven't we, and the priestess. So let's see if the Hanged Man's how we want him. Odin hung for 9 days and 9 nights to learn some knowledge of the runes from the Norns, the 3 ladies of fate. We're talking riddles, just like the tarot do. There it is, and thankfully it's in the upright. We are putting our borders, our boundaries in place. We're not letting people walk all over us anymore. So, and they're speaking of 8 days, not 9. So 8 days would take us to the 20th. Bells are ringing. Time is at 9 o'clock. I was up late. So 8 days, something out of the blue that we're not going to like, somebody taking actions that we're not going to like. A narcissist. And we have got to put our boundaries in place and learn to say no. Because if we don't, we'll be walked all over. We have to turn our world upside down to see things from a different angle. Then we have Persephone again. She's in it all the time, isn't she? And Rose is one of the names. So, Marcia, Kelly, Elaine, George, Beth, Alice, Esme Rose, and Destiny Lee. So Destiny, the North Node. And there's the 20. 8 days takes us to the 20th. The eagle was mentioned yesterday. The eagle could be America. It was also on the staff of the Nazis in the Second World War. It is Aries and Scorpio, but it's there. This is unable to rise, vulnerable because they're naked, and barren lands because there's no growth there because it's dry, it's arid. So the name Joshua, and walls that need to be brought down. There's the postman. He's not knocking today. This is somebody that's blocked. The rooster, the year of the rooster, if you're born in the year of the rooster, there is no rising here. So the uprising that talked about yesterday is not happening because the people are vulnerable and the land is barren. There, somebody's blocked communication. So listening to the news yesterday, not saying it's all global, but they turn the internet off. For you, it may be somebody that's not talking to you, a child. You can't get in touch with them. Or the postman's not bringing the package, the mail, whatever it is. Or child maintenance not arriving. All these things you're not receiving that could help you financially or stability-wise. The truth will set you free. That sword must be used 1 week to sever ties with what no longer serves you and overcome your enemies. Gemini, Mercury, communications coming in fast. The truth that will set you free. So, this is the daughters coming back from the gates of hell. The secret's coming out, so the truth is told. The young lady that was singing the song was the daughter of an Austrian nobleman. She doesn't speak, she's mute, so she cannot speak for herself. Somebody may be blocking communications with you. She may be controlled by others, but not anymore. The letters B and J in spirit, the pomegranate, so pomegranate juice may be something that you drink for health reasons. It is the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium. It is now no longer letting negative thoughts and actions come your way, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. So, hostage release, even. So 2 and 29 is positive, the 20 is negative. We've got Gary and Sandra, negative energy. So remember, if you're just joining us, the numbers are dates for your diary, addresses, or people born on that date, if you living or past. Wherever you see that number 20, it's a negative number. Yeah. Someone here is drained, possibly self-medicating with alcohol or drugs. This is Cancer energy, home and family life. But that cup is empty. It's upside down. It's drained. Emotionally, financially, physically, mentally. We have good friends and generous ones. Perhaps this is a lady who is well established, or it could be that your finances are about to improve significantly and your stability is about to improve significantly. It's Taurus energy, a female in uniform, possibly of a darker complexion. Abandonment issues, there's the nun, so this is very important. Someone could have been very religious. It's revisiting something from the past, but not to stay there. It's a decision to be made. An orphan child, maybe. So maybe someone got pregnant at 16. Stormy weather, hard times, but it's also sanctuary. So we're sitting there in denial or trying to protect others, keeping secrets, or not sure of all the facts. 2 weeks. And there's the gift that was rejected of a full cup of love, of happiness. It may be now that someone is barren. Maybe they had a child in the past and it caused complications. I don't know. It's 1 month, it's depression, it's emptiness of all kinds. Your cup is empty, but your cup is always refillable by you. It's never half full or half empty. So emotionally drained. That is also Mercury retrograde, so I'll have to have a look when the next one is, or Elaine will tell us, one of the two. Success can be yours, but this is business, financial success usually, not in the unseen world. Too many. 6 months. But it's become a heavy burden, too heavy to carry. The letter D could be important. No major arcanas yet. A death, a passing. A wounded person who is healing. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Someone's decided enough is enough. It's time to end the pain, physical and emotional. 10 weeks. It could be that you go into alternative medicine like acupuncture to end this pain, whatever it is. But the door is closed to you. No major arcanas. So this is an internal battle within yourself. You've closed that door to everything that money can't buy. Rejection. Because of the toxic situation. A promise made under duress. Contract signed. If you've signed something, you are shackled. She comes back from that because she, Persephone, was married to the devil under duress. She comes back from that toxic situation, but this is still going on. Selling your soul to the devil, and that is why you cannot rise from the ashes. 15. Lee Ashley. So 15 is negative. You are shackled hand and feet, unable or unwilling to do anything. Oh, minor arcanas. So the businessmen get more successful. The rest of us have to suffer. And it's too heavy a burden. Yeah. Happiness can return, but you must learn your boundaries. Only say yes when you are 100% sure, not through duress or pressure. 9 months. Something is being conceived. Find a new team. Build firmer foundations this time. Is the green light from Spirit of Go. You may be graduating from university. You may be starting a new business. If so, well done, because that's what they want. And it will bring this cycle to an end in a good way. And it will be global, either your small world of you and your family or the bigger world. Travel to the object of your desire, with be they person, things or events. Welcomed with open arms. Number 72, a string of pearls, inheritance, perhaps jewellery inheritance, whatever it is, and the wild wide web. Enemies will be overcome. Keep saying it, so that's good to know. Even if that enemy is yourself. Your friends may be enemies and your enemies may be friends. You're running out of options. You've got to narrow down your options. 7 months. And the battle will commence. You have to stand up for yourself. 5 days. And number 10 is negative energy. So the wheel of fate has turned against you, not in your favour. Fate has taken a hand. Yeah. Find your tribe. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see your point of view. So you need to find the people like you for equal reciprocity. You cannot sit on the fence, Libra energy. You must make a decision because you cannot do this alone. You're going to need help. 2 years. So, here we go then. 8th house, the snake. We finished that snake on the 17th of February. And then we're going to the year of the horse. Transmutation, reproductive organs, funeral parlours and cemeteries, so there's the death. The colour black, interaction, shared resources, birth, death, regeneration, sexual unions, integration, self-sacrifice, which is the Pisces card, expanded awareness, inheritances, which is the world card, and other people's money, metaphysics. So this is about you being beyond self-awareness to universal awareness. Death is met, and the only certainty of life that is most feared. Expanded state of consciousness is encountered. So when death is met, we learn something more. This is about shared resources, monetary gain, anything's inherited. This is how easily resources are shared or how greedy people can be. It can be physical or psychic plane, including ancestral patterns and potential. Pisces Neptune, which we've got, may indicate an inheritance that slips through your fingers or continuation of family patterns of addiction. There's the addiction. Capricorn or Saturn could suffer losses inherent in substantial legacy or flair for business. There's Capricorn. Intimately connected with sexual union, one of the most fundamental processes of the 8th house. This is a place of openness to giving and receiving. It is where the individual loses a sense of separate identity and learns to merge with another. For some people, this is a transcendental experience. For others, it will be very, very painful. The 8th house also describes sexuality and choice of sexual expression. The sign pointed to how intimacy is experienced and to expectations around sexuality. Uranus in this position, for example, indicates deep ambivalence and ambiguity around gender and sexual preferences. But we don't have Uranus. So, Virgo in Neptune in Virgo, sorry. This placement aspires to service and sacrifice for the good of the whole. Neptune may distort perception, but Virgo can be a very constructive channel of inspiration. So somebody's inspired even though they're not clear. You need to get clear. So funnel that inspiration into something good. Number 7, the gift. The gift that's rejected, and it is reversed. So you've rejected 2 gifts that Spirit gave you of unconditional love and of financial and emotional stability. Number 7. And for those of us that I'm the 7th child, if you're connected to the number 7, it is our crystals, especially this one, quartz crystal, double terminated. So, the gift that didn't arrive, the communication that hasn't arrived, because you're not listening. The tri-spiral symbol in the background is famous rock carving inside the chambers at New Grange. I received a gift indeed from this elemental messenger one morning, holding out a double-terminated quartz crystal. Her message was clear. Crystal help with our communication with the other realms, like a two-way radio. But if they're not listening, they're not going to receive. Quartz crystal in particular is an amplifier and therefore aids with our perception of energy, and also allows messages from the other realms to make the message stronger. Quartz comes in many shapes and sizes and is also a constituent of many other crystals. We can use it as a substitute for any crystals we don't have, due to its ability to allow channeled energy to work through it. We are also able to use it to help with our communications with other beings like the elementals. The gift that making contact with other realms brings is truly something to be grateful for. Understanding that there are other realms coinciding with our own may be something foreign to us, because in Western society we are led to believe that in order for something to be true, it must be backed by science. Not true, so that's why it's upside down, or proven to exist. The other realms require your faith and belief first in order to see sense in them, and the psychic already know. In drawing this card, it may be showing us that something positive is coming our way. Not in this case, it's something negative. The outcome will not be favourable, and it is time to make contact with the other realms. Ask them to make themselves known to you. Invite them into your world and ask yourself what you can give in return. And this doesn't need to be something material. It can simply be an act of kindness for someone else. A pay it forward kind of deed. See the gift in everything, even if it's a situation that you feel is negative. I disagree, because it's in the reverse, and that's what got you into this toxic situation in the first place. So the term "don't look a gift horse in the mouth" could be your undoing, because somebody here is promising you the world and they're lying, but they need your promise or signature on something. Don't do it. Do not comply. There is always a lesson for growth in every situation. So ask for the gift of wisdom that the elements can give you. So knowledge, wisdom. 10. Wrong ones. Oh, I suppose better have it now. No. Yeah, we'll better have it now, because they've not told us to do it. So. Birthing a new agent to be in. So someone is possibly conceiving after being having problems. So 92. And you see that bubble of protection there? That's what the High Priestess is doing, protecting her energy. Often our path is exactly the one we're not prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often what we're rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. So that's why we feel vulnerable, because to rise we have to sacrifice. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. So your children, as teenagers, going back to the 16, 17, they have a mind of their own. So if you're blaming yourself, do not. Birth them anyway. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new agent to be in. Right now, we're in a transition period between ages, in the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away, the new to rise, like driving in the fog, and trusting the road will appear ahead. We need to release our old identities and ways that no longer serve us, using our intuition as a compass. You are part of a group of souls who have been incarnated at a significant period of history, preparing you for this exact time, your life, your North Node. Dreaming a new world into being. Magdalene's sisters, daughters of Isis, there she is. So daughters and sisters, Essenes, priestesses, witches, mystics, healers, seers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers of times past. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. So open your heart, put your hand on your heart, and listen to these words. I'm open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. May I be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me, please lead me, please show me the way. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me. Kristen is the only person in this world, I haven't even got one, that's got merchandise. I sent her a hoodie and it should have said, lead me, guide me, walk beside me on both sleeves, but I don't know if they did it properly, but I'm so pleased she's got that. Because she's always been there. Oh, this is interesting. Kuan Yin. She is the Chinese goddess of mercy and compassion. So what differs us from the enemy is that we have mercy and compassion. We have no intention of acting the way they acted. The enemy acts, which I think the German soldiers and prisoners of war realised quite fast that we didn't treat our prisoners the same as they did. So Kuan Yin, where is she? There she is, Kuan Yin. Tenderness, sweetness, kindness and understanding, which there's none in here at all. At a soul level, the need for tolerance towards differences of approach or outlook. The Chinese goddess Kuan Yin brings you a gentle smile and understanding of your deepest and most secret sorrows. So the secret's out. Your secret sorrow is out. You can expect a cessation of your worries and anxieties and a breakthrough in understanding from others around you when you draw this card. You may even find that when bathing in the gentleness of Kuan Yin's tenderness, you will think more kindly of yourself and others. You may be inspired by her to reach out to someone in friendship. With the help of her compassionate and tolerant qualities, arguments will blow themselves out or dissolve in laughter, and Kuan Yin will restore harmony to your heart and your household. So that's good to know, isn't it? And the lucky duck, the duck and the chrysanthemum. So Whitby, very important, the duck, number 10. So that number 10, like I said, the wheel of fate is always turning. When you hit rock bottom like this, the only way for it to turn is up. So number 10 is interchangeable, just like the number 10 in my country is negative at the minute with the wrong Prime Minister, and yet I live at number 10. So the lucky duck and the chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum was my grandmother's wedding bouquet. And they last a long time. Lucky duck isn't just a light-hearted rhyme. Ducks can be a symbol of good fortune, and in ancient Egypt, ducks were associated with riches, especially gold, and frequently given as offerings to the gods. Likewise, chrysanthemums bursting forth with long and elegant petals signify abundance. Luck can be fickle and mysterious force, but it is also, as Roman philosopher Seneca once mused, what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So be prepared to grab any opportunity that comes your way. You are on the brink of good fortune. Be open to situations that may bring about positive transformation. So if a gift comes your way, receive it, but not in ignorance. If it's, research it, prepare, and see whether it's genuine or not. How can you prepare for the future? And is destiny mutable or set in stone? It's mutable. Your destiny has not been created yet. It's all about your decisions. Your decisions have consequences, and those consequences shape your destiny. So, beautiful read. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.